Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to do a demonstration of how to set up a Quitch class where students can engage with the content, and it's a mobile friendly sort of application, and it just provides an opportunity for students to test their knowledge on things they may have learned in class, or it could be a dedicated course in its own right. But yeah, I just want to test that idea, show you the software and what it can do. Especially the AI features and how it can get you a report that you generated from a PowerPoint, and then we turn that into a video with audio, and that audio then generated a transcript, and from that we got a transcript and we turn that into a report using Copilot to make a nice, substantial report. And now we're going to get that report and we're going to feed it into Quitch so it can then start creating content for us, or at least questions anyway. So I'm going to just create a new class. I'm just going to call it UDL. I can add an image. I'm just going to create the class. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to use the platform, just wanted to go straight into adding content so you can see how quick it is to add content. And there's probably a separate video potentially just showing how to use all the features and functions and what it all means, but it really just testing the AI feature and how we can get this tool into people's hands pretty quickly, pretty efficiently, based on the resource that we've got. So in this case, I'm just going to add the content. There it is. And so now I've got three options. I can do it from scratch and do it myself. I always think that's a good way to start. So you learn the tool, you understand how it works and what's required of you. You can upload a file, you can have an Excel spreadsheet all laid out quite well, and it can do that for you, or we can use AI. And this is what this demonstration is about, how we can get that resource into a different format, and so students can engage in different ways and provide different opportunities to engage with content. And this is a mobile friendly application, and it just fits perfectly for students wanting to maybe access content via their phone. Okay, so we're presented with a few options here. So we can just do it by week one, for example. So yeah, we're going to go create with AI, create a class, or create a topic. So we're going to create a class, for example. And there you can see that's one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload my file. There we go. Here's my reports. I've saved earlier. There's my 5 topics. Is the one main report, but I've split them up into 5 different topics. Same information, but just laser focusing the content for the AI tool. So there's 1, and then I can do 2, and then I can do 3, and then I can do 4. Okay, that's great. So I've got my content in there, and now I'm going to do some prompts. So here's some prompts I've got up here that I've pre-written. So I'm just going to copy these in there. Lucky at last. Great. So I'm happy with those. And now the topic name. So there, I've just pasted a name in there. Okay, so I've done everything I have. Now I can generate the topics. Okay, great. We have 5 topics. Let's review and see what's happening. Love the experience. Yay. Okay, so we have our content generated by AI. We can view them, read them, go through them. We've done 20 questions for each week. It's a good number, but we may want to hang on, learning materials, get the document. There we are. And then how many questions? I can choose the questions, which is great. I just want a couple. And I also want some learning materials so students read something before they engage with the question, which is nice, like a little mini course, micro course, and an image and a question type. And then and it says focus on higher order thinking, and I'm going to let it generate. Beautiful. So here we have a nice image they've identified for us, some text that's relevant, some text there as well, something to read. And then some multiple choice questions, drag and drop. So that was quite nice, but again, really important to read it to make sure that it's fit for purpose. So there we have the workflow to create these, all the different weeks there, and we can keep adding to it. But then the most important feature is to publish. And I'm going to publish all so students have access to everyone. You can just singly release it, drip feed it, basically. So they can just go at their own pace. But I like to just reel it all. So when I can do it now, I can do it later. So I'll do it now. Some people do it later, just after class, and now they've got some content to then revise after they've watched the lecture, for example. And then I'll publish it. And there we have a live class. And then just for sharing purposes, invitation, I can show the QR code. You can scan that QR code if you like. And then I've also got the link, which I can experience as a student. I can come in here now and I can engage with the content as a student. I can add that class, log me in. There's all the weeks. This is the student view. And then I can participate. You can start. Okay, yep, beautiful. Let's start. And then let's go. Okay, let's see how I go. Oh, do I leave you a hint? Beautiful. Let's put a hint in there. Resume. Yes, definitely that one. Oops. Yes, I'd like to try. It's that one. No. It's that one. No. Okay. I've been timed out of that one. Continue, continue. Okay. So you can see this sort of experience, and then I could always come back to it if I like. Okay. So that's my experience of that particular one. These are the quizzes. Play again. Start. Let's go. Continue. Okay. Give a hint. Resume. Oh no. Did I get it right? Need a hint. Skip too hard for me. Okay. Oh, I got it wrong. Okay, so it just gives you a little bit of a student view there, and then I can go into any topic there and start playing around, but really great experience on the phone as well. So that is the Quitch demonstration of how we can now provide, again, content, a bit more of a, they've done the lecture and now they can refresh, grateful before. Maybe you've got a bit of a test going on for students, and this is a great way for them to practice as well. So a lot of good uses, but again, and also gives them the hints and the feed, excuse me, also gives the hints and some feedback and also some further explanation of the question. So a great little learning tool, micro-learning tool for students to engage with. But the most important thing is that AI feature where now, my video, I've had my transcript, turn that into a report. That report then generated me some content which I could feed into that and could produce the questions really quickly, and, of good quality that I'm really happy with. Of course, we have to check it, and then, well, the students have it. And if you get your workflow and structure set up, based on you've just ran a class and you want now students to learn their content, you could produce something pretty quickly in 5 to 10 minutes to get to the students. But your system has to be set up in a way that works for you. And of course, you have to check the quality of it as well. So it could take half an hour, but it's a great resource, and you're supporting students' learning as well. But you're not really having to overthink your content. You've got it there, just trying to configure it in a way that gives the students different ways of engaging with their content, to support some of these different learning preferences that students may have. Just give people some variety in the way they learn the content as well. And we all love our mobile phones, and this tool really supports the easy integration of students using their mobile phone.